The young soldier who gave up his medal for a stranger. No, Forwin's Medal for Bravery. In Afghanistan, Private First Class Charles H. Smith saved the lives of his fellow soldiers. For this feat, he was awarded the Bronze Star with Valor. His actions were recognized by all of his comrades. They were so proud of him and so grateful to him for his bravery. It says a lot about the kind of man he is. Even his commanders praised him and thanked him for his courage. The ceremony took place in front of many guests, including Smith's mother, Martha. She could not have been more proud of her son. But she didn't know that what happened next would make her even more proud. When it was time for the Private First Class to receive his medal, everyone stood up and applauded. It was at that moment that Smith saw him, an old homeless veteran sitting in the corner of the room. This man had seen better days and no one paid much attention to him. However, after Smith spotted him, everything changed. During the applause, he looked at his mother, then at the old veteran, and then back at his mother. She understood exactly what he was thinking. Soon, Private First Class Smith would put his medal to the test. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe and support us. It really means a lot and helps us make the best content possible. Now, let's get back to the story. No. 3. Meets homeless vet. Smith went over to the veteran and asked how he was doing. He was very polite and respectful. Then he introduced himself and told the man that he was so honored to receive the medal. He explained that it was awarded to him because he had helped his comrades during a fierce battle. He said that he didn't do anything extraordinary. He just did what he had to do to survive and protect his fellow soldiers. But the veteran didn't want to hear any of it. He just nodded his head slowly, pretending to listen, but in reality he wasn't interested. Smith thought the man might be drunk, but soon realized that wasn't the case. It was just the way he was. Smith tried to engage him in conversation, but the man wasn't having it. He simply ignored him. No matter what the young soldier said, the veteran remained silent. After a while, Smith felt uncomfortable, so he decided to go back to his seat. Before he left, he cast one last glance at the old man and noticed that he was looking at him. For a moment their eyes met, and Smith felt a strong connection between them. Though they had never met before, there was something about the veteran that drew him in. He couldn't explain it, but he felt compelled to help him. So he turned back and walked towards the old man. Number 2, quietly gifts medal. When Smith approached him, people began to stare at them. They were curious to see what the young soldier was doing because no one expected it. Smith bent down and whispered something in the veteran's ear. "Duh." The old man reacted surprised and didn't say a word. Then the young soldier stood up again and returned to his seat. Everyone was wondering what had happened and why the old man had suddenly become so agitated. What did Smith say to him? Was he asking for money? Some people thought so, but others couldn't understand why he would ask a homeless veteran for money. The truth is that Smith's words had nothing to do with money. He told the veteran that he wanted to give him his medal, explained that he didn't need it, and that the recognition meant little to him. What mattered most was the well-being of those around him, especially those less fortunate. That's why he wanted to give the medal to someone who truly needed it. The veteran was deeply moved by Smith's gesture, but tried to refuse it. He told him that he didn't deserve it, and that he shouldn't waste his recognition on him. But Smith insisted, saying that it would make him happy to see the medal around the neck of a fellow veteran. No one. Stranger breaks down. After a few moments of contemplation, the veteran finally accepted the medal. At that point, no one could hold back their tears. People were deeply moved by the young soldier's selfless gesture. Smith had shown incredible maturity and kindness. While many people would have kept the medal for themselves, He had given it to someone who had served his country and was now in need. The veteran was overwhelmed with emotion and couldn't thank Smith enough. Told him that he was an inspiration to him and to everyone present. Then Smith stood up and told everyone that the veteran had served in Vietnam and had received several medals for his bravery. He also mentioned that the man had experienced difficult times since returning home from the war. Everyone applauded again, but this time it was different. The applause echoed throughout the room and seemed to last forever. Everyone celebrated Smith's generosity and the veteran's service. It was a truly touching moment. After the ceremony, the veteran approached Smith and gave him a big hug. He thanked him again for his kindness and told him that he would always remember him. Then he straightened his uniform and placed the medal around his neck. It fit him perfectly and shone brightly, as if it were brand new. The veteran was filled with pride and joy. He felt honored to receive such a prestigious award, and even more so knowing it had been given to him by a young soldier who admired him. As the night wore on, more people came up to Smith to congratulate him. Many of them were veterans who had served alongside the man in the past. They thanked him for honoring their fallen comrade and for reminding them of the values they had once held dear. Smith listened patiently and humbly, feeling the weight of their words. He knew he had done the right thing, and that made him happy. At the end of the day, Smith didn't win the medal for himself. He did it for the veteran who deserved it more than anyone else. His gesture of kindness touched the hearts of everyone present and inspired them to be better people. The news of Smith's heroic deeds spread quickly and soon reached the ears of high-ranking officials. They were impressed by his humility and selflessness and decided to award him an even higher medal. This time it would be for his humanitarian work. Smith was once again called to a ceremony where he received the medal from the hands of the president himself. He was filled with emotion and gratitude, but remained humble throughout the event. When asked for comment, he simply said that he had done nothing more than what he believed was right, and that he didn't seek recognition or fame for his actions. His words resonated with the public and made him even more popular. People admired his sincerity and humility. In the coming years, Smith continued to serve his country with honor and distinction. He became a role model for young soldiers and a symbol of humanity and kindness. His story was told in books, magazines, and newspapers all over the world. People remembered him as the young soldier who gave up his medal for a homeless vet. Although he never forgot his roots, he continued to move forward in life, always striving to be a better person.